Hello students, in this video we are going to study about the northern plain, and northern plain being one of the important physical features of India. Okay, so let us start with the formation of northern plain. So first topic that we are going to see is how northern plains formed. Okay, so let us try to understand this concept, formation of northern plains. You must be knowing about the Eurasian plate, so let me draw. It's just a rough figure. For example, if this is the Eurasian plate, and this is the Indo-Australian plate, यूरेशियन प्लेट वॉज स्टेबल, ठीक है, ये स्टेबल था, एंड इंडो ऑस्ट्रेलियन प्लेन it was moving, and when they collided, okay, what happened when they collided? Himalayan mountain ranges formed. Okay, so let me draw this. Something like this formed, this being the Eurasian plate and this being the Indo-Australian plate, and this is how the collision happened, and we have the Himalayan mountain ranges over here. Okay, now we are talking about northern plain, but why this concept is very important? Because during the collision, what happened? They formed a depression. Okay, this is just a diagram. They have formed a depression over here. Okay, now from this mountains, okay, rivers started flowing. We all know about the rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra. Okay, so it started flowing from here, and what happened when the rivers were flowing? It brings the alluvium sediments. Sediments are nothing but the matter which settles down to the bottom of a liquid. Okay, so when this river was flowing, slowly and gradually what happened, this depression was got filled up by this alluvium sediments. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे एक गड्ढा था, तो धीरे धीरे करके क्या हुआ, इस गड्ढे को उसने भर दिया. Okay, and hence it becomes like a plane surface. So this is known as your plain. Okay, so this plain actually covers a large part of northern India, hence we call it as northern plain. Okay, I hope you have understood this part. Now let us try to understand the next topic. Before going to the next topic, it is important to understand which all rivers they contributed, okay, for this alluvium sediment and the formation of plain. So importantly, three main rivers contributed for this alluvium sediment and the formation of northern plain. So the formation of northern plain is contributed so the formation of northern plain is basically contributed by three important rivers. Okay, the first being the Indus, the second being the Ganga, and the third being the Brahmaputra. Okay, because of these three rivers, northern plain was formed. Okay, next topic is have you ever wondered why northern plain is densely populated physiographic division? Okay, I'm giving you some time, just think why the northern plain is densely populated. Okay, वहाँ का population बहुत ज़्यादा है, उसके पीछे कारण क्या हो सकता है? I'll explain you about the reason of geographical reason basically. Okay, now one thing is for sure that northern plain is made up of alluvium sediments. Okay, and another thing, it is highly fertile, it is very fertile. Okay, so the first point which contributes about those regions which are densely populated being the alluvium. Okay, alluvium sediments, right? Alluvium sediments, this kind of sediments, okay, they are very fertile. So you can write down this is nothing but your fertile soil also. Okay, and apart from that, in the previous um, slide that you have seen, is it is contributed with the help of 3 rivers. Okay, that means abundance of water is available. So if you think, I hope you will be getting to the point, fertile soil, and then we have abundance of water like Ganga, Brahmaputra is also there. So if you combine all these 3 things together, it will result in what? It will result agricultural productivity. Okay, so we have alluvium sediment, we have fertile soil, and we have abundance of water. So ultimately it's going to result in agricultural productivity. Hence more and more people, they live there for agricultural purposes. Fine, this is the reason why northern plain is densely populated. For example, you can take Uttar Pradesh, Bihar. Okay, वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा population है. Okay, now let us see the northern plain. This is the northern plain, okay, that we are going to study. Now we are going to discuss about the various subparts of northern plains. Okay, now northern plain is basically divided into 3 parts. The first being the Riverine. The Riverine plain or Riverine island, you can say. Okay, Riverine island. Then we have DOABs. Then we have DOABs, and then we have Distributaries. Okay, now northern plain is densely populated physiographic division. Have you ever wondered why northern plain is densely populated? क्यों यूपी बिहार वहाँ पे जो population है बहुत ज़्यादा है? Okay, so let us try to understand the geographic angle behind it. See, this thing is for sure, like northern plain is made up of alluvium sediment. Okay, and alluvium sediment is kind of a soil which is very fertile. Okay, and apart from that, we have abundance of water in the form of the rivers like the Ganga, the Brahmaputra. ठीक है, तो एक तो fertile soil है और दूसरा पानी वहाँ पे बहुत है. So obviously what will happen, the agricultural productivity increases. इसीलिए बहुत ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग इस एरिया में रहना पसंद करते हैं because of all these facility. Okay, now we are going to talk about northern plain, जो कि 3 पार्ट में डिवाइडेड है. फर्स्ट वी हैव रिवराइन आइलैंड, second we have DOABs, and third we have Distributaries. Okay, now let us try to understand each one of these. So let us try to understand Riverine Islands. Okay, now try to understand one concept over here. If the mountain is like this, okay, if the slope is like this, so what will happen? If the river is flowing, it will flow at a higher rate. The velocity will be much high in this case. Okay, if the slope is like this, so what will happen? Automatically the flow of the river will become quite slow. The velocity will be quite slow. Okay, so this will lead to what? For example, if it goes like this, okay, so slowly and gradually the speed of the water or the velocity of the water will decrease. Okay, now what will happen if I just extend this part? Now this river is flowing, okay, and as the velocity of the river decreases, so what will happen? Slowly and gradually, and this river is actually bringing what? The alluvium sediments also. तो क्या होगा? धीरे धीरे करके जो सेडिमेंट्स है वो इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे यहाँ पे, ठीक है, एंड स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल form a land over here. So this is nothing but a land formation. Okay, land formation, and this is made up of what? Sediments. Fine. So what will happen now? Density of the water is very less. So what will happen? It will not bypass this land. Okay, ये उसके ऊपर से नहीं जाएगा, ये क्या होगा, वो साइड से काटते हुए पानी को निकल जाएगा. ओके, सो दिस इज नोन एज रिवराइन आइलैंड. इसका मतलब क्या होगा? इसका मतलब ये होगा फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लैंड बिटवीन द रिवर. ओके, formation of land between the river. It's called riverine. Okay, as you can see here, this is the land and it is surrounded by water, so this is riverine island. I hope you have understood this. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part, the riverine island. Now I give you one question, try to find out this one. Write on the question. Search on Google about Majoli Island. Majoli Island. Okay, and what is the significance of this particular island? And it is you once you Google, you will come to know this is a riverine. Okay, and something very specific related to this island. Fine, so let us move to the next topic. Okay, now the next topic is DOABs, which means DO means two, DO means two, and AB stands for water in Punjabi language. Okay, so as you can see, two rivers. So DOABs is it's nothing but land between two rivers. Okay, so write down the definition. It means land between the two rivers is known as DOABs. Okay, fine. So let us try to understand this with the help of a map. As you can see over here, this river, as you can see, this is the river Ganga. Okay, and the other one is Yamuna. Okay, now the land between Ganga and Yamuna. Okay, so this land is a Doab. Okay, because it is surrounded by two rivers, so this is known as the Ganga Yamuna Doab. Okay, so it is basically the land between the two rivers. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, now let us try to understand the next topic, and next topic is distributaries. Okay, distributaries, if you read the word, it sounds distribution. Okay, and as we know, the alluvium sediments, okay, and जो lower course होता है, मीन्स जैसे जैसे वो नीचे आता है, क्या होता है, वो सेटल होना शुरू हो जाता है. ठीक है, सो एक डायग्राम बनाता हूँ, लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. फॉर एग्जांपल ये एक रिवर है. ओके, the water is flowing. Now what will happen, slowly and gradually, as the velocity of the water decreases, okay, slowly and gradually what will happen, it will start making, collecting the sediments over here. Okay, यहाँ पे क्या होगा, एक छोटा सा एक sediment form हो जाएगा. Okay, not like riverine, and it will block, or it will go like this. Okay, it will change the direction. Okay, so something like this will happen. So the river is now split into two parts. So what will happen next, for example, sediments formed over here, so it will again change the direction, or the river will be split into two. Okay, for example, if something happens over here, so again it will be splitted over like this. Okay, so this is how the river is splitted. The half of the river will go this side, and then this side, and then this side. Okay, so distributaries means what? Due to the deposition of sediments, and this is what? This is nothing but your sediments. Okay, so write on the definition for distributaries: due to deposition of sediments in the lower course. This is the lower course. Okay, this one, lower course means नीचे की तरफ. This is sediments in the lower course I hope you have understood. We are going to meet in the next lecture. Make sure that you read the entire concept and try to understand the concept. I hope you have understood the concept of distributaries, DOABs, and Riverine Island. Okay, so we'll meet in the next lecture. Make sure that you read the text and see the video unless and until you understand each and every concept. Yeah, thank you so much.